Testing 1 2. I don't know. I guess I'm alive. I am not sure. If anyone is in, can you guys type and let me know that you are here? Well, I will assume that since it says live that I am live. Guys, welcome. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is An-Taria T. Curry, certified personal trainer and founder of Train to a T. And we are here for the live discussion for specifically personal trainers. This tonight's topic is actually going to be about, obviously, the coronavirus. And I know you guys know the gyms are shut down. A lot of us are out of either jobs, clients, or the ability to train for the most part. So what we're going to be doing is just kind of discussing just some need to know information about the coronavirus as it pertains to us as personal trainers, and how does it affect us, and what can we do to kind of combat the coronavirus as best as possible and work our way through our business and our training and kind of stay afloat in the midst of it. But I guess just a quick background what this page is. This is the Certified PositiviT, also known as the CPT group for personal trainers, and it's going to be led by me, again, An-Taria Curry, also known as T, hence the Train to a T. But just a quick background about me. I've had pretty much a lot of experience in the exercise science and recreation field, getting my bachelor's from the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, and my master's from the University of Georgia. Currently working as a certified personal trainer, kind of have done my own thing, as well as a one-on-one personal trainer, group fitness, kind of all of the above, done some online training as well. So that's pretty much the gist about me. And what I did was I wanted to create this platform just to help personal trainers. Again, I think it's important for us to all come together as one, as a community, to try to work through this industry. We experience a lot of things on a day-to-day basis, and I just think we need somewhere to kind of discuss, have a safe space to vent, discuss whatever we're going through, kind of bounce some ideas or even just some experiences off of one another. So this is kind of that platform for that. What CPT is not, it is not a bashing forum. This is kind of a no negativity arena. Now, if you're speaking your truth, which is something maybe you've experienced, things of that sort, that's fair, that's acceptable. But for the most part, we want to try to keep this as positive and as supportive. Again, we already go through highs and lows, so we don't want to come in and bring any more negativity into the world or into our industry at all. So with that being said, what we are going to do, I'm just going to kind of gloss over a few topics just so that you guys have some basic understanding. I kind of just have some topics that I already feel are very important as we, again, navigate our way through the coronavirus and how it's affecting us. I'm currently unemployed. I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well, even if it's temporary or permanent, or if you're kind of an independent contractor, sole proprietor, you've probably seen a decline in your training as well. But I think you guys already know what the coronavirus is. I'm not going over that at all. But really just looking at some options for us. I think kind of the first step a lot of people are looking at is, how am I going to make some money? What am I going to do to sustain? I got bills to pay. Those bills did not stop. Rent is still going to be due. All of that extra stuff is still going to be due. I still got to eat. I may not be going anywhere, so driving and gas may not be a huge deal, but nonetheless, we still have to sustain our livelihood for however long this is going to last. So a lot of you guys, whether you are a sole proprietor or running your own business, probably looked into some insurance options. I'm going to just kind of gloss over this, and by no means am I an expert. This is, again, just me helping you guys with what I know, what I've researched, to help you with that. But I know a lot of you guys has possibly looked into some insurance options. And really, insurance is really just there to kind of lessen the blow that we might experience with whatever might come up as far as insurance needs. So with this situation, unfortunately, that fine print, guys, we got to read those insurance policies and what they say and what we are agreeing to and what's actually covered by the insurance and what is not. Viruses, unfortunately, are excluded from any standard commercial liability insurance. So coronavirus is not covered by your insurance. And typically clubs are not eligible for kind of those business income related expenses in the event of something like this. If a client contracts a virus, your insurance doesn't cover that. So things of that sort. So you have to make sure, read your own specific individual insurance policies and just see what it says. But again, just generally speaking, unfortunately, this virus is not covered. Loss of work due to this virus for sole proprietors or independent contractors. Unfortunately, again, you aren't covered by these things as well. So there are a lot of things that are going into place. A lot of states are kind of making some laws that are trying to help kind of small businesses and things of that sort. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to go to the loan route, but it may be, if all other options are failing, you might have to go that loan route. So I know a lot of states are putting some bills into place. I know New Jersey just introduced a bill, because you guys know New York is pretty much one of the highest, New Jersey area is pretty much one of the highest or hardest hit areas with the coronavirus. But a bill has gone into place for insurance companies to pay out businesses who were interrupted by the cause of this pandemic. So that is good news for those of you guys in New Jersey. But again, specifically for you guys, just make sure you double check with your own state laws because they are going to vary state by state. But again, unfortunately, insurance does not cover the pandemic or the virus, unfortunately. So that's just kind of cover some of the insurance. We got that out the way, got the business covered. Now, what do we do as personal trainers? Like, what do we do? We cannot physically go into a gym. Gyms are closed down. Clients, you got to stay 6 feet away if you interact with anybody. And a lot of people are having that stay at home or the shelter mandate in their counties or cities or states. So what are you to do? As far as your options as a personal trainer, we always want to try to be kind of one step ahead. We have to try to be forward thinking. So hopefully some of you guys have already considered or already looked into the online training option. That's kind of where we're resulting to at this point. If it's something you hadn't even thought about, we got to get on the ball because it's probably what's going to help sustain us for the meantime. Whatever clients you already have kind of in your portfolio, so to speak, you want to hang on to them. And the only way to hang on to them is interaction. And they need you now more than ever. So you need to try to figure out a way to get some online training started. And that could look different for a lot of different people. I know for myself, I done kind of all variations of online training. I recorded my own videos, recorded exercises, pieced them together, sent out programs. I've kind of done the video with the formatted paper program. And then I've also done online training where it's the actual full workout recorded so that it's kind of self-sufficient. So for you guys, the biggest thing, if you haven't done so, you got plenty of time now. Consider recording some exercises that you can record and kind of piece together a workout that you can either send to your clients or post on YouTube for them to have access to. Again, the biggest thing with those exercises, don't be super fancy. We don't need to be super fancy. We don't want our clients hurting themselves in their living room, in their garage, wherever it might be. So the biggest thing is make sure that your exercises are still scalable, yet safely doable and effective nonetheless. So those are the basic exercises with certain variations. You know your clientele. So if you have a little bit more advanced clientele who can handle just seeing the video or seeing the demonstration, they can rock out with it, then go for it. But the biggest thing is the basics are what we need. Some weighted exercises and some non-weighted exercises. So that's body weight squats. You can do those with or without a weight. Just make sure you demo it correctly for them so that they know how to do that exercise. And if they have weights, bicep curl, shoulder press, all of that good stuff. Again, just the very basics to help sustain them, but make sure you're not getting too fancy so that they in turn don't potentially injure themselves. And then we have to go back to that insurance situation. So again, if you haven't considered online training, this is the time to do so. Another kind of option you guys have, I have seen some questions in some of those personal training groups that I am a part of, and they're saying, well, how are you guys training your clients, or what platforms are you using? I'm seeing a lot of Facebook Live, Instagram Live training sessions going on. For me personally, just my opinion. Again, these are all my opinions. Some of them are factual based, but some of them are just what I believe. I'm not a super fan of the Facebook Live, Instagram Live, just because I feel like I'm doing all the work. I don't really know if you are doing the exercise or you sitting on your couch just looking at me. But it does allow you to at least access that amount of people for that allotted time frame. So that's Facebook and Instagram Live. You have as many people as you want, no time limit. Now, if it was left up to me, I would consider Zoom. And I know you guys have been hearing about Zoom. Zoom probably is getting so much publicity right now because it's a good forum for meeting, so to speak. And what a lot of people use that for, a lot of, just corporations are using that for their meetings, their conference calls and things of that sort. Just know that you are on video with Zoom. I have seen sidebar. This is so not related, but sidebar, I saw this Zoom video surfacing. It was like a corporate meeting of maybe 10 or 12 people. This lady thought she had turned the camera off and she was going about her business all the way to the bathroom, all the way pans down, and the video was not off. So just know that we can see everything. So with that being said, I think Zoom would be maybe a very good option. It allows up to 100 people, and the basic plan is free. The only difference with Zoom is that you do have a 40-minute limit. Now, I could be inaccurate with that, but I think it is a time limit on Zoom. But what that allows for you to do, you as personal trainers, you don't have to kill yourself. If you're doing maybe multiple Zoom workouts a day, you don't want to actually be working out the entire time. So what it allows you to do is just say, all right, guys, we're getting ready to do 10 body weight squats with or without a weight. If you want to use a weight, grab something. Let's get to it. This is how you do it. Make sure heels are planted on the ground. Drive through those heels, drive through those glutes, and go. You showed them, demoed it. You can actually see that they're working. That's more my style. I'm here to make sure that you're good to go. I don't need you guys to watch me die on the Facebook Live and IG workout. So that's an option for online training. Again, there might be a whole lot of other options out there as well. If you guys have used any online training tools or platforms that you feel have worked for you, be sure to share them in the comment section of the video so that other people can see that as well. But with that being said, if you don't have any recorded exercises that you can post on YouTube and send out to your clients, and you're not trying to do the Facebook Live or the Zoom virtual workout, there is TrueCoach. And you guys should just head on over to Google, type in TrueCoach, and it's just a platform for online training. They already have exercises, video recording. So if they say a dumbbell press, it'll show you the actual video that they have recorded, so you don't have to use your own. But that is an option if you want to kind of draw up some exercise or workout plans for your clients. TrueCoach is an option for you guys as well. Now you can look it up on Google just to get some more information and see how that might go for you. All right. So that is the online training options for us. And I have been seeing some people ask, like, how do we charge for this online training or this training situation with our clientele? I can't tell you how to charge. It's really an ethical situation for you. If it was me and my client, I would be putting whatever their payments are or sessions are on hold. So if we only got through 4 of their 8 personal training sessions, they still have 4 in the bank waiting for them once we get back at it. Now, if they want to be a part of maybe my Zoom or online virtual training sessions, I've heard of some trainers not charging at all, just opening it up for all their clients to train free of charge. If they want to donate, they are more than welcome to donate. So that's kind of a little caveat you can consider. So opening up for free of charge, but helping the trainer support your trainers, all about how you word it. So that is an option, and going from maybe $5 to $10. But again, it's an ethical decision on you guys. I would not be charging them what I would charge them if I saw them in person. So just consider, I would say maybe at least a 50 to 75% discount. But again, you know your clients, you also know the situation they're in as well. I know some people are still working. They're able to work from home. They're still getting that check every 2 weeks. There are some people who are now currently without work and waiting maybe on that unemployment check. So that's kind of that situation. So you do whatever you feel necessary, but just know after we get back at it and the world gets back to normal, which it will, you don't want to have any bad blood with those clients that you're just trying to get more and more money out of them. So ethically decide what you want to do, but I would recommend maybe a 50 to 75% discount to do the virtual training, or even, again, that free of charge. If you want to support your trainer during this workout, you can support however you see fit, whatever amount you see fit. So that's that. Coming up next, there is some people had some questions about in-person outside training. You got to check your government standards. So what I know or what I understand, and I could be wrong, at least here in Dallas, there is a limit of no more than 10 people gathered, and you still have to be 6 feet away. So I have seen there are some organizations, and that's the other caveat. We're not really kind of discussing specific names of organizations or groups or things of that sort, just in general discussing those. So trying to avoid name dropping, because again, this is just a positive platform. But here in Dallas, I have seen people still holding outdoor training. They're just making sure that their clients are at least 6 feet apart and no more than 10 people. So I have been seeing that. I'm not sure if that's completely ceased, but I think I saw it since yesterday. So I think it's still going on. So that is an option for you guys as well. If you haven't considered that, contact your clients and see who's willing. It's all up to who wants to be outside during this time and still training. Some diehards will be right out there with you. So you know who they are. See if they are interested in it. Just make sure no more than 10 people. And again, that goes back to kind of the charging. How would you charge them? If it's in person, I would maybe say 10. I've seen up to maybe $20 a person per session. If it's our session, I'm seeing you face to face. I think that's fair enough to charge that as well. Again, don't touch any of their whatever payments or sessions that they already have paid up. Keep that to the side. All right. And with that being said, I guess just for you guys to know, this is kind of the unfortunate part. I mean, I fall under this as well. We are kind of officially unemployed, and as unemployed people or trainers, it depends on how you have been working. If you've been working as a sole proprietor, independent contractor, or if you actually just been personal training at a business big box gym or studio, things of that sort, will determine if you are able to receive unemployment. So that can help you sustain at least somewhat throughout this time. And you can receive unemployment and still do this training, online training or in-person training at the same time. However, you do need to be or have been employed with a business or studio or gym in order to receive unemployment. So for all of those independent contractors and self-employed personal trainers, unfortunately, you are not eligible for unemployment. And how that works is just your business, or if you were working with a gym or a studio, that gym or studio has been contributing to the unemployment fund. So if you were working for them, they've been contributing to that fund. You get unemployed because of unforeseeable or circumstances not related to you being fired, basically. That unemployment fund is what pays for your unemployment. But as a sole proprietor or independent contractor, you more than likely were not paying to that fund. I know when I was doing some personal training and all that good stuff, I wasn't contributing to that. So there's no, unfortunately, unemployment for no unemployment for independent contractors and self-employed individuals. So with that being said, it has some standards that are trying to kind of be put in place, again, state by state. So I would recommend just checking with your state, going online just to see what their options are for unemployment for situations such as this. I know there is a assistance program, the Disaster Unemployment Assistance Program, or DUA, which might make you eligible for some unemployment assistance, but you have to see if that applies to you and is in your state as well. So with that being said, I would say that those are our alternative options right now. So consider that as you're trying to stay afloat. I know it's been tough. I fortunately was working with a company, so I am eligible for unemployment. But in theory, even just looking at the numbers, unemployment is not going to super sustain me, but at least it's something better than nothing, depending on how long we will be in this situation. So that is that. All right. And we are winding down already. Again, I try to make my way through this. I don't want to be here super long for you guys and for myself. Just some kind of other tidbits. So that's kind of the main stuff. Just what do you do? What can you do? What are you eligible to do? Those are your options. So just some of my personal recommendations. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier in how would you charge your clients, things of that sort. But just to discuss your clients, I would hope they are more than just kind of that dollar sign, a walking dollar sign for you guys. They should be at least some sort of connection for you. And we're all going through this together. Again, whether you're a personal trainer or a business owner or whatever you might be, we are all being affected. So the biggest thing during this time is personal trainers. Stay connected to your clients. Let them know you care. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want them to just kind of fall by the wayside, because things are going to get back in order. And you don't want it to come back to you that, oh, you never reached out to me, or you never even checked on me. So make sure you're still fostering some sort of relationship with your clients. Just doing a quick check-in and making sure that they're okay. Do they need any resources while you're working on your own stuff? Let them know if you're in the works of something. Hey, this is going to be starting soon. I just want to make sure that you're okay. And if you're ready to go, we're going to keep this ball rolling, because your health is important to me. But again, at the end of the day, with no clients, you have no business. And yes, they are providing a roof over your head, but treat them as people at the end of the day. So this is a great time for you to show your heart and let them know that you care. Okay. The biggest thing is that clients, they just want to be seen and be heard. So even a quick video check-in, it can be like 10 seconds. Hey, Sally, this is our typical day. Tuesdays are our typical day of training. Missing you. I hope that you are doing all right over there. Make sure knock out 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 10 squats. Just whatever you can do. But if you ever need anything, let me know. I am here for you as always, and I can't wait to get back into action with you. So that little tidbit, Sally's going to be back as soon as she can. So make sure you're still fostering those relationships. All right. So winding down, last but not least, and I haven't seen any questions unless I'm clearly just missing them all, but I might be missing them. Don't judge me. We have, what can you do during this time? I really think that this time is a very unique time, as you guys know, for all of us. But for personal trainers specifically, again, I really care about personal trainers. I do have a love for the field and the industry. And I know what we go through. Again, it's a very selfless position or profession. And, I just care about you guys, and I care about myself as well. But I just want to make sure we're nurturing our profession and making sure that we are giving our best to whatever avenue within the profession we are in. But this is a great time for us. We have nothing but time now. This is a good time to educate yourself, fine tune any of the skills and abilities you already have. Again, you chose this profession for a reason. Hopefully it's because you have a love for the industry and for helping people. So what is that one area that you feel like, man, I really just need a little bit more knowledge on this area, or I've been meaning to read that book, or I've been meaning to read over XYZ or watch that video? This is a great time to do so. I know I found myself already thinking like, this is a great opportunity for me to think about that next step. Again, as personal trainers, we always need to be forward thinking. Our industry changes so much. I'm praying that people don't get out of the one-on-one interaction with a personal trainer in person. Because I know you guys have been seeing, there's so many things going around. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like the tonal or something like that, where it's like a mirrored personal trainer at your home. So that's where the world's going to, but hopefully there'll still be people who just love that relationship building and that one-on-one interaction. But again, nonetheless, read up on things like that. Where are the trends going? What is it going more towards? If you haven't already, again, been into that online training or recording exercises, this is a great opportunity. It is time consuming. I have done it, but it does make it, once it's done, it's done. And you'll always have those videos or those exercises kind of just shoot out to clients as needed. And that can always be a source of income. But if you are currently working in a gym just as a personal trainer, what's your goal? Are you looking to move up in that company? Are you looking to maybe start your own something? Like if you are in the works of maybe starting your own business one day, have you started your business plan? Have you even looked at it since you started typing the title? This is a great opportunity for you to get the ball rolling on those things. Or if you've just been looking for maybe more information on fitness and personal training or healthy habits, read a book on fitness nutrition or consider some of those certificates. I know ACE has quite a bit of certification options as well, NASM, all of those good things. So great opportunity for you to build yourself professionally and come back even better than before. So a very, very unique time that we are in, but this is something that we are all going to get through. So with that being said, the biggest thing I want to take away with this, and again, I don't see any questions. Again, I might be missing them. Hopefully I didn't completely miss them. If I did, I'm sorry, but I don't see anything. But I think the biggest thing is just remember we're professionals. Again, we chose this industry for a reason. We encourage, motivate, and push our clients on a day-to-day basis. Now it's time for us to step up, and push ourselves, motivate ourselves, and still motivate our clients in just a different way. So it's time for us to practice what we preach. We tell them all the time, you can do this. It's going to be worth it. You just dig deep. You got this. We're almost there. Now it's time for you to, step up and take your own words to heart. So I'd be curious to hear, what are some motivational quotes that you guys use now during your training sessions that might be applicable to what we're going through? I know some of mine are, it's uncomfortable, but this is something that will be so worth it once you get onto the other side of it. Or it all starts in the mind first. I always say the battle is won or lost in the mind first. So you decide where you want to go, set your mind to it, and your body will follow. But with that being said, team, again, this is a very, very unique situation we are in. We will get through this. We always see the other side. Keep it forward thinking. Keep that positivity. And just know, again, this certified positivity live discussion group is a community for personal trainers. I want us to come together, support one another. There is no one in this world who can do what you do, how you do it. So there's no need to compete. We are here for one another. And I know that we'll get through this together. So with that being said, I am super excited to do this again with you guys very soon. Hopefully this has been helpful. You always have the comment section. I'll read over any comments from you guys as well. So if you have any questions or any tidbits, any suggestions about what was discussed, be sure to leave those in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at It's An-Taria. I'll be posting whenever the next discussion is going to be and what that topic will be about. But again, thank you guys for everything. Let's get through this together, and I will see you guys next time. So have a great day, great evening. Until next time.